Hey guys, so I just got back from my trip to Japan and South Korea and I filmed a little bit whilst I was there, but I was just really bad at vlogging on the go because I was on holiday.
Nice one.
And so I just wanted to sit and chat with you guys about just things that I learned whilst I was out there. Some of it's going to be serious, some of it's going to be silly. When visiting new and different places, I think it's always a good opportunity to reflect on your own environment, because we take a lot of things for granted. Visiting new places really opens up your eyes to just the completely different ways that people live their lives. And obviously we still look through a lens of the environment that we were brought up in, which can make us somewhat judgmental. From my Western perspective, I viewed Japan and South Korea as the technologically advanced and democratic Asian countries, and I kind of put them together, which I now know that I shouldn't have done, because Japan and South Korea are very, very different places. We went to loads of temples when we were in Kyoto and they're absolutely gorgeous. Me and my dad decided that our favourite monk was the Bosatsu monk. So you have the monks that have no possessions because they have reached enlightenment. The Bosatsu monks, however, are on their way to enlightenment, and they will not reach enlightenment until all world suffering has ended. The Bosatsu monks should basically be like at the forefront of the revolution, because they want to reach enlightenment, but world suffering needs to end first. Japan is not currently living in 2015. Japanese years are not done based on the Christian calendar. It's currently the year 27 in Japan, because that is when the current emperor started ruling. And so when he dies and there's a new emperor, it'll start from 0 again. Or 1, I'm not sure. We went to the Peace Museum in Hiroshima, which is all about the atomic bomb and the Second World War. I'm planning on writing a whole blog post about it, so if that is up, I will link it below. But what I'll say now is the main thing that stood out to me was the fact that the Americans aren't mentioned at all. There's no blame placed anywhere, and the way that I would describe it is as aggressively peaceful. One of the first things that I noticed when I got off the plane and onto the subway in Tokyo was that there are women-only carriages on the trains. I asked about this, and obviously it was because if you are a woman travelling on the train, maybe like late at night, and there are drunk men, like it's not very safe for you, so there's a women-only carriage because, you know, men aren't responsible for their actions. Women should change their behaviour. Just, you know, classic victim blaming. That I thought it was very interesting that it was just like, it was part of the establishment and part of the infrastructure that there were women-only carriages. Karaoke is cool. I love karaoke. You have like huge establishments of karaoke rooms. You and your friends have a room to yourselves and a karaoke machine and sometimes loads of space to dance. And oh my god, I just had the best time ever. Like I just belonged there. It was amazing. I just wish it was cooler here. The main thing that I learned that I didn't know before, and I was just like, whoa, okay, was that Koreans have different birthdays. When you are born, you are 1. So you are a year old when you're born. Your actual date of birth kind of means nothing, because everyone turns a year older on the 1st of January. Often people will ask you how old you are when they first meet you, because then they know how to address you and how to talk to you. The whole everyone turning a year older at the same time I find really interesting, because to me it kind of feels like everyone just moves through society in like batches, like along a production line or something. Can't talk about Korea without talking about K-pop. I'm a loser. Just a loser. It's all in Korean. I don't know any Korean. I was visiting my friend who's teaching English out there, and she had literally just been to a Big Bang concert. Big Bang is a K-pop band. So she was all buzzed up about Big Bang and was showing me loads of their music videos, and it got to the point that when I was leaving Korea and I was in the airport, a Big Bang song came on and I recognised it. I was like, yeah! I also learned that the Korean alphabet is one of the easiest and most simple alphabets to learn and understand. The shapes of the letters are supposed to mimic the shape that your mouth makes when you make that sound. But yeah, that's some stuff that I learned. I had an absolutely incredible time. Please let me know in the comments if you have ever been to any of those places, or if you've been to other countries in Asia and how they compare, if they're like similar or different. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!